Hello everyone, I'm Tommy with Studio Sense, and I'm very happy that you stopped by on my channel to check out today's video. Now the title might be misleading. You might be thinking, oh cool, a video for teenagers, or a video for pre-teens or tweens as the case may be, where I'm giving recommendations for young people to wear certain fragrances. That is not the case. Let me reiterate. This video is not for kids, it's not for young people. Now, if you're a young viewer out there, 14, 15, 12, 10, whatever, welcome to my channel. It's very family friendly, but my content is specifically targeted for 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and up. Is very determined to have a good experience with a quality fragrance. And I was just thinking about, though, how here in the US, we very much value our youth and the essence of youth. There's that old saying or maxim that youth is wasted on the young, just because you don't know, when you're young, all the things that you want to take advantage of, because time goes by like that, and soon you find yourself aged or of a particular age, and you've lost some of that vim and vigor that you had when purportedly you were young. However, I've discovered in my experience that there are fragrances that are very youthful and energetic, and when you wear them, and specifically when you smell them, they make you feel very youthful and energetic. So when we return, I'm going to go over that list of 10 fragrances. Hopefully you'll have some of them, but if you don't, make sure to get a pen or pencil handy, or you can click on the links in the description below and grab yourself the ones that you don't already have, because I guarantee you're going to want to have these in your rotation, so stay tuned. Welcome back, guys. There are fragrances out there that when we wear them make us feel youthful, give us energy, and why not? We all need that in our life. Actually, we need more of that in our life. So I wanted to share with you guys my list. So let's check out our first in the 10. Again, these aren't a top 10. They're not in a particular order. The first in my list of 10 youthful and energetic designer fragrances is Versace ManofFresh. Versace ManofFresh was created in 2006 from one of my favorite perfumists, Lavalier Cresp. It is a very youthful, energetic fragrance, just like the title of this video, obviously, since it's my number one. And it is extremely, eminently wearable. It's a fantastic, fresh spring and summer fragrance that you can't help but feeling super energetic as soon as you spray this on. And how can you go wrong with top notes of rosewood, lemon, starfruit? This has a heart of tarragon, cedar leaf, and clary sage, resting on a base of ambroxan, musk, and plain tree wood, or plain wood. I mentioned at the outset that this video is not for young people. However, if you are young, 12 and up, and you're visiting and you just happened upon this video and are watching, get your parents to get you Versace ManofFresh. This is a very youthful fragrance. You'll feel very good. It's perfect to throw on in the morning, and it lasts a good bit of your day, at least 6 hours into your day. Great projection, really good performance. You'll be happy that you did. If you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, Versace ManofFresh is equally compelling in giving you that youthful, energetic vibe. A year before Versace ManofFresh was released, however, in 2005, Montblanc, one of my favorite houses for not only pens, but fragrances for men, released Starwalker. Montblanc Starwalker, sometimes known as or referred to as the bamboo fragrance. Now it's true, there is bamboo in this. It is what kicks it into the very woody, bright category, but Starwalker is so much more than just a bamboo fragrance. It does have that energy and that vibe as soon as you spray it on. That is a characterization of a youthful, energetic fragrance. Michel Almaret also put bergamot and mandarin in the top as top notes of Starwalker. Amber, ginger, nutmeg, and fir resin comprise the heart of Starwalker. And then you've got a base of musk, sandalwood, and cedar. Now all of these make up the character and portrays Starwalker as that youthful, energetic fragrance. Every time I wear this, that song Starboy comes to mind. I just really like that chorus when it kicks in. That's what it makes me feel like when I wear this. It gives me that energy and that vibe. If you're having a bad day, if you're feeling slightly depressed or miasmic because of either the weather or your circumstance, throw on Starwalker. Guarantee you'll feel a lot better. And Montblanc is very good. Let's see. Legend Spirit is also a very youthful fragrance. That's not in this list. There's another Montblanc favorite in this list that's coming up, but Fantastic House, excellent offering. Jody Fernandez, Antoine Messendu, and Olivier Pichou all got together, and they three stormed their incredible perfumist intelligence and came up with Montblanc Explorer. Now, people inadvertently or outright throw this in the category of just another Aventus clone. This is not necessarily a clone. It's got some characteristics that are very, very reminiscent. Like as soon as you smell it, you're like, okay, yes, energetic, rich ambroxan, citrusy, a little bit of pineapple essence there. Yeah, I get it. It smells like Aventus. So do a ton of other fragrances. But this embodies something else in particular in the dry down, in the mid and specifically the dry down. Bergamot, sage, pink pepper, Haitian vetiver, leather, patchouli, cacao, ambroxan, akigala wood or akigala wood, whichever way you want to say it. All of those notes comprise Montblanc Explorer. This is one of my all-time favorite releases of 2019. I would say in my top 5, at least in my top 5 of 2019 releases, Explorer. Excellent fragrance. If you don't have a bottle of it, do yourself a favor and get it. It's a no-brainer, blind buy wise. And in terms of youthful, that vigor, that energy, and that Ponce de Leon, Fountain of Youth stance, Montblanc stands very high up there. Another fragrance that was created by Olivier Pachou, one of the 3 that created Explorer, is a very energetic, youthful fragrance. Automatically people will think of clubbing fragrance, and that is Versace Eros Flame. Now the reason Eros isn't in here is because I like some of the constituents of Flame as a flanker over Eros. In fact, 9 times out of 10 when I reach for Eros, it's the Flame version and not the OG Eros. Versace Eros Flame just does so many things right. It's so much richer, deeper, and it actually does have better performance in terms of longevity and your sillage trail. Lemon, mandarin, shanato, Madagascan black pepper, rosemary, geranium, pepperwood, rose, actual rose, Texas cedar, Haitian vetiver, oak moss, sandalwood, tonka bean, vanilla. There's just a ton. There's almost like the penultimate notes that comprise a really good masculine, manly fragrance that has that youthful vibe and energy are all in Versace Eros Flame. So again, it's a dumb reach, a quick grab, a no-brainer, no thought involved in grabbing this, but it's a very intelligent choice. And again, if you want to pick me up, if you want something to give you that extra boost and energy instead of a 5-hour energy, but you want something to do it for you mentally or cerebrally, Versace Eros Flame. Another throwback favorite of mine was created by Francis Kirkjohn, and it was back in 1995. Probably already know what I'm referring to. That is Jean-Paul Gaultier's Le Male. Yes, it's likely been reformulated. Yes, the OG was probably lasted a little bit longer, maybe a little bit stronger, but I have zero complaints. Jean-Paul Gaultier Le Male is a fantastic, youthful, yes, it does have that kind of like sweet clubbing vibe to it, where back in the day you used to smell it on anyone. Personally, I haven't smelled this on anyone in the last like 5 years. I really have not. So it's kind of nice to get those old throwback fragrances out. Get them out again. If you have any memories associated with this, they'll come to mind. That will make you feel youthful. That'll give you that kick, that extra energy, the vibe that you need to get through your day and on into the next. Also put you in a really good mood. I love the bubblegum vibe of this. It's a very sweet lavender oriented fragrance that is eminently wearable. Francis Kirkjohn, in my estimation, is a genius perfumist. To be able to encapsulate youth and energy in a bottle back in 1995 and it be sprayed on in 2020 and it still smells just as contemporary, just as rich and avant-garde as it did then, timeless classic. Last year, Michel Almaray came up with a fragrance that is incredibly rich, youthful, and energetic. It is in the Bentley line of fragrances, which are continuing to be marketed by Lavalier, and that is Bentley Momentum Unlimited. It reminds me actually of the Dior Homme line of fragrances for Christian Dior. It has that almost like benchmark feel to it, but it also has that youthful vigor, but in a more elegant way. This is a very woody, spicy, elegant, masculine fragrance. Very inexpensive, very accessible. You've got grapefruit, green apple, and cardamom in the top. You've got cedarwood, vetiver, and sandalwood in the heart. And again, that trifecta of musk, ambroxan, and leather comprising the base of this. Put all that together and you've got a neat little package that performs really, really well, wears really, really well, and again, it makes you feel very young. I love this title because it's the exact antithesis of where we find ourselves right now. Right now, our momentum and mobility is very limited. The younger you are, the less you're worried about boundaries. You have that unlimited potential, that unlimited momentum, and that's why Bentley's Unlimited Momentum is a invigorating, energetic, youthful fragrance. This next fragrance, I talked about the phrase onomatopoeia, which is used in terms of animation. It's words representing action or sound. Bam! It reminds me of, we all watched cartoons as kids, right? CK1's Summer 2019 edition also came with a little palette of stickers that you could do whatever you wanted to, which was kind of a cool nod to being young again and putting stickers on your backpack, on your desk, things like that. But this is a very floral, it's a very bright, floral, citrusy. Carlos Vanals created this using a floral bouquet, quince, tangerine, Italian bergamot, water lily, juniper, coriander, matcha tea. It's got aquatic notes in it, driftwood, musk, amber. There's just a ton of really summery, aquatic, ozonic notes and feel to CK1 2019 Summer. So it has a floral essence, but when it dries down, it definitely has more of a citrusy, aquatic, masculine feel to it that just makes me think of the beach. And it gives you that energy and that vibe of when you're traveling to the beach or looking forward to a summer vacation. This is another one of those feel better, pick me up type fragrances that gives you energy when you need it. Performance isn't that great. I would say performance is so-so, as are the typical, flankers of CK and CK1. But again, you're getting a big bottle. Respray as much and as often as you wish to reinvigorate and renew that freshet of energy. Another fragrance that was released recently from the house of Azaro is very inexpensive. It has surprised me though of the quality, and it is called Azaro Shine. It was like a trio of fragrances that was to be released in reference to the sun, the sand, the sea, summertime, energetic, aquatic, and that's exactly what this is. It has some interesting notes in it. There's like a sand note in this. Lavender, cedar, ambroxan, bergamot, and that sand note are what comprise Azaro Shine, and it does a fantastic job. Now this is another one that's, as soon as you spray it on, it's not a super aggressive or hard hitting or heavy fragrance. It's a good thing you get a big bottle because you'll want to spray it on a lot. You can't overspray this, no matter if you're in close proximity to other people. But there's a quality about this that's almost like, have you ever smelled someone that's come in from outside and you've been inside for a while and you tell them, oh, you smell like fresh air. It's that fresh air component. It's not necessarily ozonic, but it's just bright and a little bit biting, a little bit bracing. That's Azaro Shine. Does a fantastic job. I always feel good when I wear this. Sometimes I'll even wear this at night. Really fresh and clean even after a shower. So very inexpensive, very accessible, Azaro Shine. From the house of Salvatore Ferragamo, you're probably familiar with F Black. Well, this is Salvatore Ferragamo Pour Homme, or F Pour Homme Free Time. It is in the same format. You've got the belt, or the bracelet rather, with the silver, and this is blue because it is a blue summer fragrance and freshy, as it were. This particular fragrance is much altered from the black. I love when citrus is used to great effect, to slightly change the DNA or make it slightly divergent. Black is very rich, very dark, very much like the living room of your house. This is more like the Florida room. Perfumist Olivier Polge put lemon and pink pepper in the top, cardamom, ginger, and marine notes in the heart of Free Time, resting on a base of vetiver, cedarwood, and musk. Free Time is a really good performer. It's a great casual, daytime, nighttime, but primarily daytime wear fragrance. It's not something you want to like dress up. It's something you want to just like kick back. Just like the title's recommending, free time. What you want to do in your free time is primarily R&R, right? Rest and relaxation. This is where this kicks in. So we are talking about fragrances though that give you energy and make you feel youthful. Free Time does just that. At no other time in our lives did we have more free time than when we were kids. This is a reminiscent of that, especially when you spray it on right after a shower. It dries on you, and in that dry down, you get a little bit of that citrus essence with that cedarwood and musk. It's a great daytime, casual, spring and summer fragrance. Salvatore Ferragamo's F Pour Homme Free Time. Our last fragrance opens with a sparkling and lively floral bouquet of orange blossoms. It's from the Y line of fragrances from Yves Saint Laurent, Y Live Intense. You can call it Y Live or Y Live Intense. It is an EDT or eau de toilette, but it is, I do like this side by side. Y Live and Intense and Y Eau de Parfum are really hard to tell apart. Unless you look at the very bottom. The Eau de Parfum bottle is slightly darker, but there is a difference when you smell this. This has a much brighter open. They're very similar in terms of their brightness, but Y Live has a little bit brighter opening with that orange blossom, which introduces us to that spicy fresh duality of ginger and cardamom in its heart, which combines with a base of sage and juniper. And that's where the vitality and the energy and the youthful vigor of Y and Y Live comes from. When you mix those spicy, sweet, fruity, intense flavors and fragrances together, those notes together, it's almost like an explosion, especially in the open. When it dries down, it settles down a little bit, but none of that energy and none of that vitality is going away. This is probably, out of any in the list, the most bang for your buck in terms of the open, and in terms of a fruit, sweet, and youthful vigor. You can't go wrong, especially Y Live Intense, and of course the Y Eau de Parfum. Well guys, that is it for my list of 10 youthful and invigorating spring and summer designer fragrances. I hope that you have all of these in the list. If you do, please let me know what your experience with them has been like. Share that with us. We always appreciate that, personal experience, anecdotal experience. If you are missing any of these though in your rotation, make sure to check out the description below. There are links by which you can purchase any of these that I've talked about. And trust me, they are all to a T, all of them, blind buy worthy. Thank you so much for stopping by and checking out my list video today. As always, thank you so much for your support on my channel. I'm Tommy with Studio Sense, and I'll see you next time.